Mastering the art of conversation with women can transform your interactions and deepen your connections in unexpected ways. Whether you're looking to build rapport, create intrigue, or just enjoy a meaningful exchange, knowing the subtle nuances of communication can make all the difference. In this guide, we'll dive into 10 subtle yet powerful techniques to help you master the art of conversation with a woman. From understanding the importance of active listening to recognizing the cues that keep a conversation flowing, these tips are designed to elevate your skills and help you connect on a deeper level. As the Stoics teach, true connection comes from being present and genuine. Ready to take your conversations to the next level? Keep listening and unlock the secrets to engaging and authentic dialogue. Number 1. Keep calm and confident. The first mistake most guys make when talking to a girl is overthinking. You start obsessing over the perfect topic or how to sound interesting. But let's flip that mindset. Before you even approach her, shift your perspective. Remind yourself that she's just a person like anyone else. Don't elevate her just because she's attractive. It might sound cliché, but it's essential to embrace this truth. You're not dealing with someone on a higher level. She's simply a human being. As Marcus Aurelius said, "We are each of us a little universe." What does that mean for you? It means everyone, no matter how beautiful, has their own fears, insecurities, and struggles. When you stop putting her on a pedestal, you'll feel more relaxed and natural. Conversations flow better when you approach them with ease. Remember, true confidence isn't about rehearsing lines or trying to be impressive. It's about being comfortable with who you are. Stoicism teaches us that external appearances should not shake our internal calm. You control how you act and think, not how others perceive you. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." So when you're talking to that beautiful girl, don't give her more power than she actually has. She's human, just like you. Relax, engage in the moment, and trust that being yourself is enough. Ultimately, what people remember is how you made them feel, not the exact words you said. So make her feel seen as a person, not a pedestal. Number 2. Call the name gently. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools in human interaction is remembering someone's name. As Dale Carnegie famously said, "A person's name is, to that person, the sweetest sound in any language." It's a small detail, but it can make a big impact, showing respect and making the other person feel valued. To make remembering names easier, try using associations. Link the new name with something familiar, like a friend or a memory. For instance, if you meet a Jack, think of another Jack you know and find a common trait between them. This technique works wonders, especially if you've used associations in learning languages or other areas of life. Another effective method is to repeat their name within the first hour of meeting them. Casually incorporate it into your conversation. "Jack, that's a great point," or "Nice to meet you, Jack." The repetition will help cement the name in your memory. And if you really want to lock it in, introduce this person to someone else. It's like the Stoic principle of practicing what you learn to internalize it. Teach it, and you'll remember it better. Names have a unique power. They grab attention like nothing else. Number 3, keep a stable attitude when communicating. To communicate effectively, it's essential to focus on a few key principles that will enhance your presence and make you more persuasive. First, eliminate fillers from your speech. Words like like, or you know, can make you seem uncertain or unprepared. Instead, embrace the power of silence. A brief pause not only allows you to gather your thoughts, but also adds weight to your words. As Seneca once said, "Speech is the mirror of the mind." Clear, deliberate speech reflects a clear, deliberate mind. Next, be mindful of your tone. A monotone voice can be as disengaging as speaking too loudly or too softly. Think of your speech as a musical composition. Vary your pace and inflection to create interest and maintain engagement. This not only keeps your audience attentive, but also adds emphasis to the points you want to highlight. Remember the words of Dale Carnegie: "The only way to influence others is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it." By modulating your voice, you're more likely to connect with your audience and convey your message effectively. It's also important to avoid raising your voice unnecessarily. Yelling or shouting doesn't convey confidence. Instead, it can damage your image and make you appear out of control. A calm, composed tone, even when you're passionate or excited, shows strength and self-assurance. Stay composed and you will command respect. Another crucial element of effective communication is knowing when to speak and when to listen. Conversations are a two-way street. It's not just about expressing your thoughts, but also about engaging with the other person. Observe your listener's body language and adjust accordingly. Sometimes, speaking less can actually say more. It adds a layer of mystery and intrigue, making people more interested in what you have to say next. Remember, silence is a source of great strength, as Lao Tzu famously noted. Embrace it. Lastly, practice balance in your conversations. Speak with intention and clarity, but also create space for others to share their views. This shows you value their input and aren't just waiting for your turn to speak. As Epictetus said, "We have two ears and one mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By applying these principles, you'll not only become a better communicator, but also build deeper, more meaningful connections. Effective communication isn't just about talking, it's about connecting. Number 4, understand her motivations. When you approach a woman, her subconscious mind, driven by instincts tied to love and attraction, is evaluating you to see if you're compatible. They're attracted to you based on how they feel when they're with you, not just what they think about you. Unlike men, women tend to respond based on emotion rather than pure reason. They feel something and react to that feeling. That's why attraction is largely a subconscious response to certain behaviors. To trigger that response, you need to exhibit those behaviors. Think of a woman's subconscious mind as a radar. When you begin interacting with her, this radar scans to see if you're a good match. This radar operates independently of her conscious thoughts. If it chooses you, her logical brain won't have much say in the matter. This explains why some women are continually attracted to a certain type of man, even if he doesn't treat her well. Remember, every woman, no matter how accomplished, has an innate desire to find the right mate. Even a highly accomplished woman, such as a scientist or astronaut, is driven by this biological drive. Her internal radar is constantly assessing male compatibility. When communicating with a woman, it is important to demonstrate behaviors that reflect high self-esteem. Your body language, words, and general demeanor should convey this confidence. Don't lean in too much. Instead, lean back slightly to project a sense of confidence. If she says something you disagree with, respond in a pleasant manner and take a step back. This shows that you are not desperate for her approval. Body language is important. Imagine how you would act around someone of high status versus an old friend. The more comfortable and at ease you are, the more you will demonstrate your worth. Don't stress about making the perfect impression. Instead, focus on feeling comfortable in your own skin. If putting your hands in your pockets feels natural, do so. If you feel like leaning back, do so. The goal is to make her feel comfortable around you. Remain calm and remember that every interaction is an opportunity to demonstrate your high value. Own your worth, and you will naturally attract women who value the real you. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once noted, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." So embrace what lies within and let your true self shine through. Number 5, Don't talk about inappropriate topics. Navigating the waters of small talk requires more than just knowing what to say. It's about understanding what not to say. Avoiding sensitive topics is crucial because small talk should build bridges, not walls. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing," emphasizing the importance of being mindful of others in every interaction. Avoid slang and profanities. Using slang or swearing diminishes elegance. Opt for refined language, especially in sophisticated settings. Steer clear of discussions on health, wealth, money, personal life, sexual orientation, religion, and politics. These are minefields that can quickly turn a casual chat into an uncomfortable exchange. Instead, focus on safe, engaging topics like current events, a book you both enjoyed, or shared hobbies. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said, as Peter Drucker wisely noted. When you find common ground, it's easier to create a connection. Remember, cultural awareness is key. In some cultures, talking about family or health is natural, while in others, it's taboo. Understanding the cultural background of the person you're engaging with shows respect and fosters better communication. Number 6, change the rhythm when speaking. Vary your tone and engage emotionally. Avoid speaking in a monotone. Vary your vocal expressions to convey interest, enthusiasm, and emotion. Show that you are engaged in the conversation. Use your body language. Nod, smile, and lean in slightly to show that you're actively listening. This creates a connection and demonstrates empathy. Remember Maya Angelou's words, "People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." A rich vocabulary can elevate your speech, making you sound more articulate and engaging. Read widely and engage in diverse conversations to develop a more sophisticated word choice. The right words can transform a simple conversation into a memorable one. Avoid the temptation to interrupt. It's a simple rule, but a powerful one. Interrupting someone shows a lack of respect for their thoughts. Let others finish speaking before you respond. This not only shows respect, but also helps you understand their point of view better. As Stephen R. Covey wisely put it, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. While hand gestures can add emphasis, too much movement can be distracting. Keep your gestures subtle and purposeful to maintain a composed and confident demeanor. This measured approach will help you come across as poised and in control. Maintain control over your laughter. A soft, genuine laugh is more engaging than a loud, uncontrolled one. It shows you are enjoying the conversation while still maintaining your elegance and composure. By embracing these principles, you not only enhance your communication skills, but also foster deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Remember, true eloquence lies not in what you say, but in how you make others feel when they are with you. Number 7, listen to understand. In the art of conversation, listening holds as much power as speaking, if not more. As Epictetus wisely observed, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Paying attention to the other person's words, tone, and even the pauses in between is crucial. Often, the most meaningful responses come not from what you say, but from how well you've heard and understood the other person. Strive for balance in your conversations. Let 50% be about her, 30% about the environment or shared topics, and only 20% about yourself. This shows genuine interest and curiosity, qualities that build strong connections. Listening attentively and engaging with her interests not only makes her feel valued, but also deepens the interaction. Silence is not an enemy. It's a rhythm in the dance of conversation. Don't rush to fill every gap with words. As Lao Tzu said, silence is a source of great strength. Embrace those quiet moments. They allow for reflection and add depth to your dialogue. A well-placed pause can be more powerful than words. offering both of you time to think and connect on a deeper level. Remember, in the hustle of trying to make a point, don't lose sight of the importance of truly hearing the other person. This simple act of listening, as the Stoics teach, is not just about hearing words, it's about understanding the essence behind them. Number 8. Ask attentive questions and find common ground. Conversation is more than just exchanging words, it's about connecting on a deeper level. To truly engage with someone, ask thoughtful questions that go beyond the superficial. As Socrates believed, the unexamined life is not worth living, so don't be afraid to dig deeper. Instead of settling for the usual small talk, ask her about what drives her, what passions ignite her spirit, and what experiences have shaped her journey. These kinds of questions show that you genuinely care about who she is, not just the surface details. When you ask with genuine curiosity, you create a space where she feels valued and heard. This not only makes the conversation more engaging, but also builds a sense of trust and mutual respect. It's the difference between a fleeting interaction and a meaningful connection. Finding common ground is equally important. Shared interests, values, or experiences serve as the foundation for any lasting connection. When you discover mutual hobbies or values, you create a bond that can transform a simple dialogue into a richer, more meaningful exchange. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "A friend may well be reckoned the masterpiece of nature, and friendships often begin with those common threads that tie two people together." Think of these shared interests as the fertile soil in which a deeper connection can grow. When you water it with thoughtful questions and genuine interest, it has the potential to blossom into something truly significant. Conversations rooted in common ground aren't just exchanges of words, they're the beginning of a journey that can lead to profound understanding and lasting relationships. By asking thoughtful questions and finding common ground, you're not just talking, you're building a bridge to deeper understanding and connection. Number 9, talk about clear goals. Small talk isn't just about filling the silence, it's about creating connections. The key to mastering it is to be specific in your responses. Avoid vague, weak answers. Instead, aim for details that can open the door to deeper conversations. As Dale Carnegie once said, "Names are the sweetest and most important sound in any language." Applying this idea to small talk, mentioning specific details like names, dates, or events can make your conversation more engaging and memorable. When discussing events, be specific about what you liked. If someone asks, "How do you like this event?" instead of a generic response like, "The speakers are interesting," try naming a particular speaker and explaining what stood out to you about them. For example, "I really enjoyed Dr. Smith's talk on emotional intelligence. Her insights into managing stress were eye-opening." This kind of detail invites the other person to share their thoughts or ask further questions, fostering a more dynamic conversation. Remember, small talk is not a competition of who knows more. It's about building rapport and establishing a connection. Avoid being a conversation stopper. For instance, if someone shares a funny meme and you've already seen it, resist the urge to shut down the conversation with, "I've seen it." Instead, say something like, "Yes, that one's great. It reminds me of another one I saw that was hilarious." This keeps the conversation alive and engaging. The goal of small talk is not to showcase how smart or well-informed you are. It's about allowing the other person to connect with you on a personal level. Encourage them to share their experiences and thoughts by being genuinely interested and open. This approach not only keeps the conversation flowing, but also helps build a more meaningful relationship. Make your small talk memorable by being specific, engaged, and genuinely interested in the other person. Number 10, end with positivity and purpose. How you end a conversation can be just as important as how you start it. Always aim to close on a positive, uplifting note. Whether it's expressing gratitude, "I really appreciated our chat today," or leaving a thoughtful remark ending well leaves a lasting impression. As Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This is your chance to make them feel valued and appreciated. Leaving on a high note not only makes the other person feel good, but it also sets the tone for future interactions. Show genuine appreciation for the conversation, or even express excitement about meeting again. A comment like, "I've really enjoyed our conversation, looking forward to catching up again soon," reinforces the bond and leaves the door open for future conversations. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Ending a conversation positively is like planting a seed for future growth in your relationships. It demonstrates that you value the connection, and it encourages others to seek more interactions with you. Keep the energy high, be gracious, and always leave them wanting more. This approach strengthens your bonds and builds a foundation for lasting connections. Mastering the art of conversation with women isn't just about words, it's about understanding, presence, and connection. The art of talking to women is a subtle dance of listening, responding, and engaging authentically. Each interaction is a chance to learn, to connect, and to grow. Whether it's navigating a first meeting or deepening an existing bond, these skills will elevate your connections. So if you're ready to master the art of conversation, keep practicing, stay curious, and embrace every moment. Show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess. Share your thoughts in the comments and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.